4 more years of school after college, passing the bar. Many would consider getting a law degree pretty impressive, but how about getting 3 law degrees? 6 News' Rose Claire joins us live in the newsroom to tell us all about a KU professor who did just that. Rose, impressive doesn't begin to describe him.
Yeah, Stephanie, I sat through just a part of Professor Bruce Hopkins' class, and that was enough for me. But it seems Hopkins can't get enough about learning the art of law. Take a look.
After almost half a century as a law professor, the teacher became a student. KU law professor Bruce Hopkins, at the young age of 75, received his 3rd law degree at KU while still teaching there and practicing law.
I had a number of times when students that I was either teaching at the time or had taught in the past, I was now in class with them.
Hopkins says the experience was surreal for his students.
They were completely discombobulated by that. Of course, I was too, in a way.
And just because Hopkins already had 2 law degrees under his belt doesn't mean this was an easy A.
Some of the classes I took had nothing to do with anything that I know of in law.
Hopkins says the experience changed his attitude as a teacher.
I don't look at them as students anymore. I look at them as budding lawyers.
He changed his teaching style. Instead of standing at a podium and lecturing, he and his students now sit at a big round table.
And we talk and we discuss, and it's a lot more equal, if you will.
3rd-year law student Jacob Wilson says all his professor's knowledge can be overwhelming.
It is like trying to drink water from a fire hydrant.
But he says Hopkins finds a way to make it all coherent.
He's very lucid in the way that he lectures.
The experience led the professor to write a book about it. So what is the point of 3 law degrees?
From a practical point of view, there is no point.
But he says it's the lesson, whether you say you're too old or
whatever the excuse that's holding them back, and it could be climb a mountain, it could be travel around the world, or something. It could be anything. And for me, it was this degree.
The point is to keep accomplishing goals. And so after the teacher became a student, the student once again has become the teacher.
And just a brief history, Professor Hopkins actually got his 2nd law degree just a couple years after receiving his 1st in the early 70s. He's a nonprofit lawyer, so he needed to know more about tax law at that time, and then he just accumulated the credits to get his degree. He says he never needed the extra degrees. For him, it was just the love of the law and accomplishing something. For 6 News, I'm Rose Claire. Stephanie?
I'm sitting here thinking, Rose, what would I want to do 3 times to get a degree and study? Kudos to him, and thank you for that report. Professor Hopkins, who's now almost 76 years old, still teaches 1 class per semester at KU. He's also authored 36 books.